जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you very much. I request you all to kindly take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly the brightest evening. With each and every one of you live here, a humble request to all of you to kindly take your designated seats. Ladies and gentlemen, in a world of perceptions, where we all have realized in the last 21 months, the uniqueness, the creativity, and of course, the only thing constant has been change. Feels truly a pleasurable moment to meet each and every one of you live after 21 months. And the only constant thing all across the world has been love. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are extremely blessed and honored to have with us our personification of love. The gentleman who has won hearts all across the masses. And we are all extremely blessed to have his humble presence here. May I please request each and every one of you to kindly join us to welcome His Excellency Sheikh Nayan Mubarak Al Nayan, sir, please, with a loud round of applause. Our Honorable Cabinet Minister, Minister of Tolerance. May I please request Pushkinagha, sir, and Dr. Vertex, sir, to kindly be here with us to present a memento for His Excellency, please, towards the beginning. A token of love for His Excellency. Your Excellency, we are so blessed to have your presence, and every time it's always your eyes, which are a symbol of love, which teach us kindness, tolerance, and happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so fortunate to have the humble presence of His Excellency, Sheikh Nayan Mubarak Al Nayan, our Honorable Cabinet Minister, Minister of Tolerance. Pushkin, sir, you may kindly join us as well. A humble thanks to Your Excellency. Your Excellency, we're just going to request you for 10 seconds. We have the humble presence of our Honorable Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment, Government of India, Shri Ramdas Athavale, sir. And sir has joined us. He has his flight to catch. So I'm going to please request you and Vedic, sir, to kindly welcome and put our hands together for Honorable Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment, Government of India, Shri Ramdas Athavale, sir. We'd like to welcome you here, dear sir. We're also fortunate to have Mrs. Athavale and Jeet here with us. We welcome you as well here at the India-UAE Partnership Summit at Business Leader Awards, brought to you by Kasha. Ladies and gentlemen, we are India changing lives. Thank you very much. A humble thanks for the keynote address. We are blessed. We get to listen from Your Excellency. One more time, please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Your Excellency.
I need to stop talking? Thank you. You can sit down also. I'm sure you'll find a chair. Minister, Mr. Ambassador, Mr. Council, Consul General, Your Excellencies, supporter of the Daya India Foundation, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First, I apologize if I'm late. I just finished from Expo. We had the President of Brazil and visiting other exhibitions and Pavilion. But thank you for waiting. I'm, as always, pleased to be with you with this opportunity to be here with you at this Indo-UAE Partnership Summit. I extend my warmest greetings to all of you attending this summit in celebration of Tolerance and Inclusivity Week at Expo 2020 Dubai. This summit is, in fact, a celebration of the special and friendly relations between India and the United Arab Emirates. In an era of great change, we remain confident that with our shared interest and common values of tolerance, inclusivity, and international cooperation, our two countries will continue to promote regional security and economic prosperity. Together, we will continue to meet the regional and global challenges of our times with a spirit of creativity, optimism, and tolerance. Nowhere is this spirit more apparent than Expo 2020 Dubai. What are you fighting about, you two? Okay, thank you. Stop fighting. Okay, you can keep quiet. It is our pleasure to have the Republic of India participate alongside 192 other countries in the most inclusive and international expo ever organized. Both the UAE and India have a special connection to this year's Expo with its theme of connecting minds, creating the future. For both in the UAE and India, prosperous societies have flourished on the unique insight that it is the very differences between people that make their cooperation all the more fruitful. In a diverse world, we have found tolerance and inclusivity to be not only moral urgency, but also the key for unlocking the enormous energies of complex societies. I congratulate the Daya Foundation for its successes in promoting better understanding between India and the United Arab Emirates. For many years, the Daya India Foundation has tirelessly promoted happiness, growth, opportunity, and development in India and around the world. We in the United Arab Emirates applaud your efforts. We are particularly impressed with your commitment to promote mutual understanding and good relations among peoples of different cultures and backgrounds. We agree with you that we should do all we can to promote the values shared by people around the world. We must do more to further dialogue and mutual understanding between all of us. We must create opportunities for cooperations and joint ventures. I admire your efforts and look forward to continue working together to achieve together these important goals. We in the United Arab Emirates take special pride in our traditions of peace, tolerance, and human fraternity. In a short time, we have, as a nation, progressed to a state of great prosperity as we celebrate our 50th National Day in 2 weeks' time. The United Arab Emirates is already a regional leader and human and economic development, a destination for tourism, a magnet for education. And what we have achieved in the UAE, it's all because of people like yourself who contributed their life and their energy and their efforts to get UAE where it is now. So we thank you for your trust in the UAE and your investment in the UAE and being part of this diverse community which holds about 200 different nationalities living in peace, harmony, and prosperity. We are a country that embodies tolerance and peaceful development. We emphasize the importance of maintaining peace and stability in the region and in the world. The reputation of the UAE as a basin of tolerance began with the extraordinary leadership and vision of our founding president, the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. It was Sheikh Zayed who developed the blueprint and set the standards for this country's peaceful economic and social development. Our leaders today, His Highness Sheikh bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Vice President, Prime Minister of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, and the Deputy Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, have continued and expanded the legacy of Sheikh Zayed. Our leadership wholeheartedly accepts the obligation to respect and understand the many different convictions and beliefs of the people living and working in our country. I applaud the powerful conversation that will take place here at this Indo-UAE Summit. As the Minister of Tolerance and Coexistence, I take special pleasure in the fact that your celebration of Tolerance and Inclusivity Week at the Expo 2020 Dubai signals your ongoing commitment to promote the importance of tolerance in our lives. You declare that we all must coexist peacefully together, whatever our nationality, religion, gender, financial status, age, education level, physical appearance, or language. We must work to understand and appreciate our differences so that we can build a world of prosperity for all. In closing, I offer my congratulations to the winners of the Business Leaders Award being distributed here this evening. These prestigious awards bring into focus the winners' work and give us a chance to thank them and appreciate their contributions to our lives. By honoring the winners tonight, we declare that we value excellence, commitment, hard work, and dedication to the common good. Their achievements and qualities merit our special respect and our most heartfelt congratulations. Best wishes for a successful summit. May you use the opportunity at the Expo 2020 Dubai to inspire an optimistic and proactive outlook on the future, a future that drives prosperity for all. Thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Humble thanks to you, Your Excellency. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for us to present the prestigious awards. Ladies and gentlemen, may we please request our awardee, the entrepreneur in the best crypto in
Welcome
Middle
to a
East, Mr.
truly
Kumar
urban
Bora.
experience by enabling your property.
Reflect later. Thank you. Heartfelt congratulations, our Honorable Minister. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Mr. Kumar Gaurav, the entrepreneur in the best crypto in Middle East. Congratulations to Mr. Kumar Gaurav, founder and CEO of Kasha. Congratulations to you. May we please invite our chairman, Nikai Group, Mr. Paras Shehzad Puri. Congratulations to Mr. Paras Shehzad Puri. We'd like to present the Business Leadership Award Excellence in Innovation. Heartfelt congratulations to the Business of the Year, the chairman of Isa Al Ghurair Investment, His Excellency Isa Al Ghurair. Congratulations to you. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the young Emirati entrepreneur, heartfelt congratulations to His Excellency Isa Al Ghurair. Presenting the young Emirati entrepreneur to our chairman, Bu Abdullah Group, Mr. Yaqub Musa Muhammad. Congratulations to you, dear sir. The Business Leadership Award, and our winner is Mr. Muhammad Al Ali, the Managing Director of First Abu Dhabi Bank, for excellence in banking. Congratulations to Mr. Yaqub Musa Muhammad, sir. And let's continue the applauses as we welcome Mr. Muhammad Al Ali for excellence in banking. Thank you for the applauses, ladies. Heartfelt congratulations to our young entrepreneur, Mr. Irfan Izhar, Chairman, Vision Corporation. Congratulations to you, Mr. Irfan Izhar. May we please kindly also welcome our awardees, Mr. Manu Chadda. May we please welcome you here, Mr. Sandeep Nailwal, Mr. Ankit Agarwal, Mr. Khurshid Zaidi, Mr. Saeed Al Marki. May we please invite Mr. Saeed Al Darmaki, Mr. Sami Sayyad, and Mr. Muhammad Fazlullah Bacha here, please. Congratulations to Mr. Manu Chadda for outstanding commitment in delivering professional services in India and UAE. Big congratulations to Sandeep Nelwal for the best crypto philanthropist, the co-founder of Polygon. Big congratulations to Mr. Sami Sayyad, the founder and CEO of Phoenix Group of Companies, for filling and packaging machineries manufacturing. Congratulations to Mr. Ankit Agarwal, the Managing Director, Alankit Limited. And this is the Business Leadership Award in e-governance. Congratulations to you. Mr. Khurshid Zaidi is our recipient, the Managing Director of Pharma Solution LLC, for the Business Leadership Award in Pharma Solutions. Congratulations to Mr. Khurshid Zaidi. Mr. Saeed Al Darmaki, the founder of Sisha Finance, for Emirati Crypto Influencer Award. Congratulations. And Mr. Muhammad Fazlullah Bacha, the Managing Director of Desitech Group of Companies, for excellence in IT human resourcing. Heartfelt congratulations to all our winners. Humble thanks to Your Excellency. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are extremely fortunate to truly receive the awards by the hands of His Excellency. May I please request you all to kindly put your hands together for His Excellency Sheikh Nayan Mubarak Al Nayan, sir. Everyone in the room, ladies and gentlemen, truly blessed to hear him and to receive the prestigious awards by the hands of Your Excellency this bright evening. Ladies and gentlemen, may I please request you all to kindly take your seats.
Welcome to a truly urban experience by enabling your property to be digitally intelligent. Property and community
A humble
managers wear
request to
many
all of you
hats.
to kindly take your
From
seats,
functioning
ladies and
a large
gentlemen.
facility to satisfying all of their community needs, there is a lot to be managed. If you're looking for comprehensive, enterprise-grade, futuristic yet
gentlemen.
easy-to-use property management software at affordable price, then look no further. PAP is a mobile and web-based end-to-end residential and community management software that takes care of your property and community management needs with a data-driven tech solution, all while reducing costs and improving compliance with legal requirements. Instead of using multiple tools to manage properties, PAP provides a one-stop plug-and-play platform which acts as the digital version of your property to seamlessly and effectively manage the property and the needs of every stakeholder. PAP's comprehensive smart platform ensures that every property's services, operations, security and management run at the optimum best by saving time, maximizing revenue, enhancing experiences as well as multiplying efficiency, better tenant retention and providing data-driven actionable insights. PAP for Occupants has been designed to help your 360 degrees needs of your occupants comprising visitor management, amenity bookings, payments and society communications. PAP for Property Managers is comprehensive tech-enabled plug-and-play data-driven platform which empowers property managers to effectively manage the end-to-end requirements of the community spanning across people management, property maintenance, service and social management. PAP for Service Providers is a data-driven platform that enables service providers to seamlessly manage the work backlog, effectively manage their staff with a reduced SLA and enhanced XLA. PAP for Security makes it easy for you to manage movement of visitors and residents, manage and track staff and security guards using advanced features like geofencing breach alerts. PAP, the leading asset and community management system, is available on web as well as all major mobile platforms. Allow an expert solution to take your operations and your business to the next level, boost your ROI while enhancing resident experience. Contact us today to learn more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are truly delighted to receive a very special message by Srimati Meenakshi Lekhi ji. Kindly take a look at the message. She's also sent her best wishes to all of us. May we please have some sound in the audio visual at my console. A humble request to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, to kindly take your seats.
Grateful to all of you for being here to celebrate India's Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, which was announced by the Honorable Prime Minister, that India is completing 75 years of India's independence, and all the good things that India has to contribute towards world peace celebration is what is being celebrated. People from diaspora and various organizations are joining hands to celebrate the same. I'm deeply grateful to all of them, including the organizers of this event. So far as Dubai and India are concerned, we share a historical relationship from trade, commerce to people from time immemorial. And during these deeper relationships and these deeper connections that we share, we've also shared a piece of our culture, and it is time to celebrate that piece of our culture together. The present Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is in line with Dubai Vision 2021, and thus this cultural collaboration will go a long way in our deepening relations and being with each other in times of need, in good times, in bad times, in all times. I'm congratulating the diaspora in organizing this, and also my best wishes to Mr. Vedic, who's receiving the award today from the Business Forum, and also my best wishes to Dr. Manchanda, who has been such an honorable doctor and has performed so many surgeries on young and old alike and helped the mankind. This is really the representation of people of India, and celebrating people of India together with the people from UAE makes this event still more special. My best wishes to all. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you very much for your best wishes. Our Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs of India, Srimati Meenakshi Lekheji, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, may I please request each and every one of you to kindly take your seats, as we did love to invite all our awardees here on stage and congratulate all of them together. I'm going to invite all my awardees here for a group photo op. So can we please invite all our awardees with your award here on stage. And I'm going to take your name one by one, but we want right now for a group photo op, all our awardees, heartfelt congratulations for the recipients of the Business Leader Awards 2K21. May we please welcome all our awardees here on stage with the award, please. With the award, sir. Sure. Sure. We like to present, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kumar Gaurav, the founder and CEO, Kasha, as we present the entrepreneur in the best crypto in our Middle East. Heartfelt congratulations to Mr. Kumar Gaurav. We request you to be center stage for a photo op. This is your moment, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you and remind you, we are all living in the media world, in the digital world, where we need different pictures for Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and the like. So this is your opportunity, your moment to have a different pic. Let's welcome our chairman of Nikai Group, our recipient, Mr. Paras Shehdatpuri, the recipient of the Business Leader Award, Mr. Paras Shehdatpuri, for the Business Leadership Award, Excellence in Innovation. Can we please have your photo up right in the center? Your photo up right in the center. Congratulations to Mr. Paras Shehdatpuri. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Business of the Year, and the winner is His Excellency Isa Al Ghurair, the chairman of Isa Al Ghurair Investment, presenting the Business of the Year. May we please kindly invite, as we present the Young Emirati Entrepreneur Award, and the winner is Mr. Yaqub Musa Muhammad, the chairman of Bu Abdullah Group. A humble request to you, sir, to kindly join us here on stage. Congratulations to Mr. Yaqub Musa Muhammad, the chairman of Bu Abdullah Group. May we please request all of you to put your hands together for our awardee, Mr. Muhammad Al Ali, for Excellence in Banking, the Managing Director of First Abu Dhabi Bank. Big congratulations to Mr. Muhammad Al Ali. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, we are all live. We can put our hands together and celebrate this precious moment for all of us. Presenting the Young Entrepreneur Award here at the Business Leader Awards 2K21, and it goes to Mr. Irfan Izhar, the chairman of Vision Corporation. Amazing congratulations to Mr. Irfan Izhar, presenting the outstanding commitment in delivering professional services in India and UAE. And the award goes to Mr. Manu Chadda, the Managing Director of TR Chadda and Company LLP. Congratulations to you, dear sir. Congratulations to everyone present here and our awardees. Let's continue the applauses as we congratulate for the Best Crypto Philanthropist Award, which goes to Sandeep Melwal. Big congratulations to our co-founder of Polygon, Sandeep Melwal. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ankit Agarwal is our awardee for the Business Leadership Award in E-Governance, the Managing Director of Alankit Limited, Mr. Ankit Agarwal. Ankit, you want to come that side? Ladies and gentlemen, may we please welcome the Managing Director of Pharma Solution LLC for the Business Leadership Award in Pharma Solutions, Mr. Khurshid Zaidi. Heartfelt congratulations to Mr. Khurshid Zaidi. Thank you. I could hear 3 people applauding. Thank you for the applauses, sirs.
may we please invite our awardee, Mr. Syed Al-Darmaki, the founder of Sisha Finance. And this calls for the Emirati Crypto Influencer Award. Congratulations to you. Ladies and gentlemen, may we please invite the founder and CEO of Phoenix Group of Companies, Mr. Sami Syed. And this award is for filling and packaging machineries manufacturing. Heartfelt congratulations to all of you. May we please continue the applauses and the cheers for Mr. Mohammad Fazlullah Badshah, the Managing Director of Desitech Group of Companies, for excellence in IT human resourcing. Let the celebration continue, ladies and gentlemen. A humble request to all of you to kindly put your hands together for all our awardees this evening. Kasha presents India UAE Partnership Summit and Business Leader Awards. And of course, it's time for each and every one of us, ladies and gentlemen, to congratulate them, to celebrate their success, at the same time to celebrate love. May I please request everyone here with me on the dais, on stage, to smile bright, because this is your moment and we're going to lift up the awards. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up one more time for our business leaders who are here to fulfill every business commitment. As we know that every award, sir, Pushkinagha, sir, thank you, Vertex Events. Can we please have everyone in 2 rows so that we could have photo ops in a different way? Because we are living in the world of social media and we are all here gathered. So few of us can come down and the rest will come ahead. And we're going to have a different pose because we would like to have different postures. So everyone who was in the corner, everyone who was on the sides may please be up and the rest of us can come down. So wherever, so you can be up, sir. So please join them because you were in the side. All right, this calls for a compact picture and this says picture perfect. Sorry, Bu Abdullah, sir. Can I request you to smile, please? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, heartfelt congratulations to our recipients of the Business Leader Awards. This is a very special moment for all of us. So let's get started. Can we please together have 20 applauses for our awardees? Come on. Woo! Come on, let us celebrate this moment, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much to each and every one of you. And now, can we please start with a panel discussion? We do understand, ladies and gentlemen, that we're meeting after 21 long months live, but I'm going to please request you all, if possible, we still have the celebration on, and now for the panel discussion, as we invite our panelists as well as the moderator for our session. And to moderate the session, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to welcome Mr. Abbas Ali Mirza, the managing partner of Deloitte Middle East LLP, as well as he's the chairman of the 21st session of ISAR at the Intergovernmental Group of Experts at the United States in Accounting. May we please invite you here, dear sir, to moderate the session, and our panelists shall be here as well. Please feel free to have your photo ops, ladies and gentlemen, center stage after the panel discussion, as we're all here together to celebrate every moment, every second, every smile, which you all are sharing here with us. A humble thanks to our media partner, Yala TV. Thank you very much, the CEO and founder, Mr. Pabinoke, for the lovely coverage. And ladies and gentlemen, we are all live on Vertex Events. Kasha presents the India UAE Partnership Event, and we are here to invite all our panelists this evening. Please put your hands together as we invite His Excellency Isa Al Ghurair, the chairman of Isa Al Ghurair Investment, to join our moderator, Mr. Abbas Ali Mirza, sir. May we please kindly invite Mr. Muhammad Al-Ali, the Managing Director of FAB, Mr. Paras Shehdatpuri, the Chairman of Nikkei Group, Mr. Dilip Shenoy, Secretary General FICCI, to kindly join us here, Ms. Leila Al-Atfani, the President and Founder, Business Gate, to kindly be here with us. May we please request our panelists to kindly join us here on the dais. A humble request to all of you. His Excellency Isa Al Ghurair, the Chairman of Isa Al Ghurair Investment. Mr. Mohammad Al Alisa, our Managing Director, FAB. Thank you, Mr. Abbas Ali Mirza, for being here with us to moderate the session. May we please request Mr. Paras Shehdatpuri, the Chairman of Nikkei Group. Good evening, sir. How are you doing this evening? Mr. Dilip Shenoy, the Secretary General FICCI, to kindly join us here. And our lovely lady, Miss Leila Al-Atfani, the President and Founder, Business Gate, to kindly be here with us. We have a special appreciation award for the General Manager of Infobond Consultancy, Mr. Syed Abbas Manazir, which we shall do in a while from now. We'd like to congratulate for the appreciation award, Mr. Syed Abbas Manazir. All right, and can we please have the microphones here on the dais, please, on the tables? Mr. Abbas Ali Mirza, sir. Sure. Allow us 3 seconds. A humble request to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, to kindly take your seats. May we all put our hands together for our esteemed dignitaries who've joined us here for this one of its kind, but yet very important panel discussion. As we all know, we've all faced various challenges for the past 20 months. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment. May we please request Mr. Abbas Ali Mirza, our moderator, to start with the panel discussion and request all of you to kindly take your seats. A humble request to each and every one of you to please take your seats. Good evening, Mr. Abbas Ali Mirza.
Thank you, Simran.
Sir.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause for all the people who won the taking place everywhere. Look at the India and UAE partnership. The trade relationship has gone from strength to strength. Way back in 1970, with the visit of our Prime Minister, these friendship ties have been further strengthened, and we are hoping to achieve real great milestones. The trade at one point in time was only 180 million, which was way back in 1970. And currently, it's almost 60 billion. And as per the recent visit of our minister, he has said that there has been a very ambitious plan that's been drafted, according to which the target is to go up to 115 billion, which is a lot. Going from 180 million to 115 billion, that's a dramatic and something very, very extraordinary that's taken place. India is now the second largest trading partner of UAE. With these opening remarks, I'd like to invite our panelists to say their own impressions about how the relationship of India and UAE is taking a turn. Let me start from my left. Mr. Paras Shehdatpuri. Can I have you first?
Yes, sir. Good evening, friends. If we can have some silence, thank you. India-UAE relationship really is at the peak. It has become a benchmark for the relationship between any two countries, whether it's bilateral or even multilateral. India has become the second biggest trading partner of UAE, only after China, much bigger than USA, Germany, Japan, and all the other countries. I'm sure that we will be able to sustain this growth, as we know that currently the trade between the two countries, non-oil trade, is 60 billion US dollars, and there is a commitment that they have to take it to $100 billion in the next 4 to 5 years. I'm sure this is possible with the way our relationship is growing so comprehensively and inclusively. We are in the normal business of food, grains, exchange. We are in the defense production. We are in the space technology, education and health, you name it. We are in all the fields. Therefore, I said it, it's a very comprehensive and inclusive relationship between the two countries. And I'm sure it's only to grow from here with the dynamic leadership of both the countries. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shadapuri. I'd like to ask Mr. Isa, who's sitting right next to me, His Excellency Misal Gurer. Mr. Gurer, you are one of the largest groups in the UAE and probably also in the Middle East. Do you have any interest in India? How do you see this partnership growing? Anything else that you would like to share with the audience?
You know, you remind me when first time for me to travel out of this country was to visit Bombay, and I stuck there for 3 months. And this is the start, you know, for my journey with India. So I was 8 years old at that time. So there I was able to speak the language, learn the language. So you see the relationship between India and UAE goes back very long time ago, from the time of my grandfather when they were doing the pearling business. From here, pearls was going to go to India. From India, it used to go to Paris and Europe. So relationship is strong. But my question is that why India is number 2 or 3 in the trade between the two countries, and we are such close to each other? Why India cannot be number 1, exporting to this part of the world and also the rest of the world? I always have this question because the proximity between India and UAE is nothing. It's sometimes, you know, flights from Bombay to Dubai is less than Bombay to Calcutta. So you can, and always the people are saying, you know, UAE and particularly Dubai is little India. Maybe you cannot see even the food varieties in Delhi more than you can see always the varieties here is more than in Delhi because of the varieties of the people coming from different parts of India living here in Dubai and prospering here in Dubai. So our business and relationship was always, you know, we would like to build it from strong to more strength. And this bilateral relationship, we need to see it more and more.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Right next to me is a very prominent person from the UAE, Mr. Muhammad Ali Al-Ala. And he is the managing director of the first Abu Dhabi Bank, Mr. Muhammad Ali. Mr. Ali, I would like to ask you, as when you were growing up, you heard a lot about India. Now you see that India has become the second most, highest trading partner. And you also see that the investment by the UAE is the 8th largest in India in terms of the worth of the investment. That's almost 11 billion. How do you see this as a banker? What do you think is probably the future of this?
Thank you, Abbas. can hear me. First of all, I'm so delighted to be here to see such a talented business faces here. Today I enjoyed with all the colleagues, the friends. I'm so happy to be here. The UAE and India enjoyed a long, solid relationship for years and years. And that relationship even, it came before the foundation of the Emirates. The first diplomatic relationship started in 1971, immediately after the, it was in 1971, in 1972, which is a relationship where the diplomatic relation from India. That was started. And if we think about it, even the currency, it used to be a rupees. Okay, that shows the strong relationship between the UAE and the India. We have the same culture. We enjoy the same food. We enjoy the same, traditional. A good example from our leaders giving, as Mr. Abbas mentioned, that the trade in 1971 was 180 million. And we're talking about 2019 and 2020, it reached to 6 billion. And we are 60 billion, sorry, 60 billion. And the new agreement which has been, set up lately between two governments to reach over 115 or 120 billion within 5 years. That shows the relationship. And I think, in my opinion, that relationship there are built on 3 pillars. That pillars will be always stays that between India and UAE, that trust, commitment, share interest between them. And that has been there. I'm glad today to see these things, and today this is one of the examples. And if I see in my personal level also, I would say I'm so glad today. I have a partner for 23 years. We are enjoying having a business together with Dr. Satya. Okay? And that shows that in a personal level that people, we should be proud that that kind of relationship between UAE and also India will stay forever, because we have a lot of things in common. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mandali. We've heard from people who live in the UAE and who do business. Now let's hear a different perspective. From the FICCI's perspective, if you can share some light, throw some light on some of the things that you look at it from a different, from the other side of the table.
Thank you, Basim. I just want to, first of all, congratulate all the award winners. I think you're doing great work. Keep it up. And for those of you who did not win awards, I'm sure the next year awards function will bring some joy. Second is, this is coinciding with the India Pavilion participation in Dubai Expo. For those of you who have not visited the India Pavilion, I would strongly request you to visit, because you will see the openness, opportunity, and growth prospects in the India Pavilion. As of yesterday, 323,747 people had visited the India Pavilion. We would like to actually make the India Pavilion the most visited pavilion in Expo, and I look forward to your support. I think a lot has been said about trade, right? I just want to reinforce the trade development. You talked about the UAE investment in India of 11.5 billion, but similarly there's a close to $50 billion Indian investment in UAE. Indians are also the largest buyers and investors in the real estate sector in India. And many Indians, some of them who are represented on the panel, have contributed to building Dubai and the whole Middle Eastern economy. in enabling that to happen. And in the current times, with the vision of Honorable Prime Minister, I think his extended neighborhood policy, mutually reinforcing economic vision and compatible geopolitical outlook have laid the foundation for a more robust partnership between India and UAE. Both sides recognize that in addition to trade, the security of the Gulf and the Indian Ocean are invaluable, indivisible. This provides for a common dialogue. In fact, not far from here, along with the Expo, is the Dubai Air Show, where India has a pavilion on defense and aviation. And while the trade figures have talked about, and you've talked about the potential of trade doubling or tripling the trade, there is also a huge investment opportunity. I think over the next few years, India is going to attract close to $150 billion of investment. Organizations like Mubadala and Adya and others funds are investing heavily in India, especially in two emerging areas which are of interest to both of our economies. The first is in startups, and the second is in solar energy. So I believe in the new economy, while we'll build a relationship on the old economy, the new economy going forward provides an exponential opportunity to increase business and going forward. I believe that the Indian companies who are exhibiting here and the companies, the state pavilions who are coming here are entering into a lot of MOUs. The last MOU, which was done very recently, was the government of Karnataka and the Gulf Islamic Investments, which is talking about a $500 million investment in the state of Karnataka. So over the next few months, till March 31st, you'll see many more such opportunities. But once again, thank you very much for having me here. And once again, congratulations to all the winners and all the very best.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, Ms. Laila, I'd like to ask you that you see a lot of Indians here. There's about 3.5 million Indians, almost 30% of the population, which is of the UAE, is the largest probably ethnic community. Do you like the Indian food? Do you like talking to Indians? What do you think?
I'm going to talk first. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Pushkin. Thank you to His Highness coming here and making this place beautiful with tolerance, peace, and love. And that's the inspiration of UAE to India. The Partnership Summit India, it's not meant just to talk about statistics, numbers, vision, and all the investments. It's to talk about a deep relationship which has been maintained many years and years since Sheikh Zayed, God bless him in heaven, and that is a mission which is being built with all the sheikhs, because India is a culture, is a humanity, is the strategy, is innovation, is a creation. You're talking about a huge industry with 1,200 million population. If we're gonna start to say about who built real estates, is Indian. Okay, with the management of UAE rulers, of course, and the vision. Indian always making the impact, and if we see movie industry, we are always influenced by this colorful festival, Diwali. The tolerance in UAE and the rulers of UAE give a red carpet to a lot of Indian to make the impact and challenge and to invest the intelligence here. I was the first lady speaking in Indian Pavilion, and I was glad that day to talk about sustainability. Really, India making the impact, but UAE is the place which give us all the opportunity. There is a lot of Indian which born here, and Mr. Pars today, if you ask him, he will say, I'm Indian from UAE. It's true, because he loved UAE like he loved India. And when I go to the youth empowerment and I go to this university, I saw a lot of Indian, and they say, I'm from Dubai. They say, but you're Indian. You say, but I love Dubai more. Can you imagine this relationship, this attachment? That's why I say unity between India and UAE is a touch of humanity, is that diversity, is that beauty of a relationship. Today, many Indian SMEs, they are swapping them business to UAE because of the new sustainable development for the SMEs, which is being encouraged by the best leader in the world. Dubai is #1 for bringing the investor. A lot of investments in real estate being done and promote, more than 60 billions. I don't want to do advertising, but Shoba is #1, as in leading by Indian. So it's not matter whom you are, from where you are, which color skin, which nationality, which passport, you are most welcome always to the country of tolerance and love and peace. And the Malayali always doing the impact, Gujarati doing the impact, and all Indian, they are in UAE making happiness and the impact. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Leila. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together. Our panelists are really, really telling us their own experiences, that they feel about what the India and UAE relationship is all about. Let's have a different kind of now questions, asking them, how did they actually achieve what they did? Warren Buffett, who's a very well known as a great investor, one of the biggest billionaires of the world, he said that the way that you distinguish between a successful man and a very successful man is only two-letter word, and that letter word is no. You need to know the art of saying no at the right time. So with this, I'd like to ask Mr. Paras Shadatpuri, one of the most successful businessmen here, to tell us that in his journey of these achievements, which are phenomenal, how many times he had said no to people when he could have said yes, but that made a huge difference in his investment portfolio.
Thank you, Abbas. You ask always keeping the most difficult questions for me. Thank you. You see, this human being's brain is what it makes him. God has given us parents. There we have no selection. But rest of the things, all in life, can be selected wisely. I mean, in the business, we get all sorts of opportunities, but we have to make a decision what suits our psyche, what suits our values of the company, values of what we have been brought up with, which is very, very important. I mean, you cannot put your hand in business in every single opportunity which comes to you. So one has to be very selective in what he thinks that he can excel. His values are having a similarity with the business ethics which he's going to select. So it's very, very important for you or for us to select the right type of business where we can put our heart and passion. Passion is another thing, you know, passion with commitment. If you don't have a passion for a particular line of business, I can tell you that it will go nowhere. So you need to have a full passion and therefore conviction and therefore full commitment, and inshallah, you are going to succeed in that.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Paras Shadatpuri. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for these wonderful words of wisdom. Okay, right next to me, on my left side, is a person. His story is very similar to J.K. Rowling, the lady who wrote the Harry Potter. Her book was rejected 12 times, the first book. Of course, now she's a one-time, you know, a bestseller. Mr. Muhammad Ali is also Mr. Asia, and I would like him to talk about his journey and how he made it at the end after not succeeding for the beginning, and how he is now successful.
They said motivation, they said winners don't need motivation. They need discipline and, sorry.
Please continue, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for introduction. I think it's, I'm a little bit embarrassing about talking about this, Mr. Asian.
Mr. Asia, yeah. Mr. Asia.
Yeah.
Simran, you need to put your hands together.
Yeah. See, they say that winners don't need motivations because they motivate themselves. They need dedication, discipline, and target-oriented. The story goes back to long time when I won the Mr. UAE in physique and bodybuilding. And it was in 90s. And then that was the biggest achievement for me. Then I decided to continue my education. I said it's not only about the body, it's more about the mind, being in a healthy mind and being also in a healthy body. I had to decide to go to UK and continue my higher education. I came back, continue in the banking sectors. A lot of things happened. Then after 17 years, it was something, I got a call from the Federation of the UAE asking me, there is a competition after 2 years that we need more into somebody to participate in, to be somebody part of this international achievement. I replied, I said, I can't. It's been 17 years. It will be very difficult to go and compete those young people who's there 10 years younger than me. And I went home, and the dedication which is inside me, I said, somebody was telling me, if those people can achieve, you can achieve. And I set up a target. I said, okay, 2 years from now, there are a lot of things you need to focus on it. So I put a target to be a top 5. But the amount of dedication I put, and during that time I used to manage in the banking, and I was in the ADCB handling 120 people. And a lot of, to come back after 17 years, you need to educate yourself. You need to go back again, think what changes happen, what transformations things happen, what kind of diets people they have to use. 17 years is a long period. So I had to educate myself for last 2 years in going for that competition. We went outside the country, and it was very challenging. The moment I went there, and I thought that, okay, people were looking at me, and I thought I am the least person. Then I realized they are looking at me, they were scared that I'm the best person.
Wow, that's good, that's good.
So you know when you are on stage, people, they are looking at you. I said, why they are looking at me? I said, maybe I'm the worst person on the stage. So it came to the stage, they do the selection of top 6. And I've seen my name is not there. Then top 5, still my name is not there. Top 3, I said, my target, it was top 5. Then they asked somebody else to be more into bronze medal, then the silver medal. Then they announced me as a Mr. Asia of bodybuilding.
That's good.
It was nothing about me, to be honest, and it was more about representing the country, representing the UAE outside the country, where I was so proud, and I dedicate this to the people who really, supported me. I dedicated this to, our leaders who really give this kind of pleasure and to represent our country outside them. I got the prize even from the higher prize of achievement from our president, Sheikh Khalifa Al Nahyan.
Wow, that's good.
So it is more about anything in any sport. It's more about the dedication, discipline, a target-oriented. You need to have that kind of dedication to see where do you want. And believe me, if someone else can achieve, you will achieve. Nothing is impossible.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for Mr. Muhammad Ali. We have a very prominent businessman here from the UAE, His Excellency Isa Al Ghurair, which of course I know from years. I have known him professionally, one of the biggest groups here. Mr. Isa, I'd like to ask you that, how do you think that UAE has been so successful in handling the COVID in trying to control it, in fighting that pandemic, the spread of that, and today we can see that millions of people are coming into the UAE. Is that a game changer for UAE?
You see, very critical thing is how to manage crisis. And the UAE had managed it very well by creating, what is required. Even up to the extent that they have put field hospital, which in, seeing what's happening in the world, they were scared. But luckily, they didn't have to use any of this field hospital, so they have to dismantle it later on. But as a crisis, they have to be constant in applying it. I was looking at the UK model, for instance. One day, they have to, for instance, put on the mask, then take off the mask, put on the mask. Here we have one constant policy. You do these things till the pandemic is over, then we go back again to our life. So this is one of the success story that the UAE and in Dubai had managed to manage it very well. With this, many people from outside has come to the UAE to become for them as a home or as a tourist destination. I know a lot of Indian big families had not only, they moved their offices here and their children, because it was a little bit of a problem was in India that children were not able to go to school. And that was created a little bit of difficulties. By bringing them here, they gave the chance to the children to go to school. So this is how to manage a crisis. And all of us, we were in a crisis, and luckily our government, with the leadership, managed it very well, so we can enjoy, like now the Expo. And that is a very huge, big commitment and event that the UAE and Dubai has taken on them, and they have spent a lot of money. But the numbers looking very good. I mean, I see the numbers is creeping up. I think they have reached, I'm not sure of the numbers, but they have reached 3.5 million already in 1 month and few days.
Great.
Which I think but unfortunately we cannot manage the weather. That is one thing that it was difficult for them to manage. But I think now we are in November, and the rest of the 5 months will be a good months, and we'll see 25. I think I am optimistic and hopeful that we will be reaching the 25 million target that it is there. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Excuse me, I want...
Last closing, I'd like to ask you. Yes, Ms. Leila, I'm coming to you.
First
I'm
of all,
coming with a very good
I
question.
want to welcome His Excellency Sheikh Abed bin Sahel Al Maktoum to join us, and Excellency Yaqub Al Ali, just because he just came and he's a Sheikh.
Welcome, Sheikh.
Okay, thank you.
Can you join us here? If you can join us. It'll be a pleasure for us to have you on. Thank you. Oh, you're like, okay. Since the Sheikh is here and His Excellencies are here, I'd like to tell you that Jeff Bezos, the very famous billionaire who became the richest man and now Elon Musk has taken over from him, he said that in the future, this is his vision, just on the 12th of November, in future, he thinks that people will live in the space and then come and visit the Earth. Where do you think that people will visit? I think it'll be UAE, correct? UAE is one of the best places to live. And I think this is what Jeff Bezos does not put in his speech, but I think this is where it is. We are celebrating the 50th year this year, the Golden Jubilee, and there's a vision of having 100 years, the centennial, and that's where we are all aiming to be in the future. So with these closing remarks, I would like to ask each of the panelists if you want to ask anything in the closing, anything you would like to say.
Anything to close? From the country of peace and tolerance and love, from the country number 1, Dubai, the best leader in not only in UAE. I'm really saying it. A best leader, they prove it and they show it. And there is diversity. And starting by diversity, there is India. It's in first level with it. So I say India and UAE is a legend of relationship which has been built many years and no one can break it. And we see that in any wedding, there is a touch of UAE and touch of India. In a culture, in art, in harmony, in living together, and it will remain not only in economy, also in sustainable life together. God bless UAE and protector, and God bless India and protector. Thank you to all of you.
Thank you very much. Anything, sir?
I think this is a very important landmark as UAE celebrates 50 years. India is also celebrating 75 years. And I think for the next 75 years for India, the next 50 years for India, may this relationship flourish and grow and actually exceed all expectations and bring the 1.35 billion people and the 10 million people in this region together and build bonds of friendship that last for centuries.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Farazi.
So I will say two things quickly. One is the competition, as my friend told us now. The biggest competitor of yours is you yourself. It's you who has to compete and excel. People ask me about my brand, that who's your competitor? I said, my own brand is my own competitor. I have to keep excelling. The other thing was the crisis. So this crisis which came in 100 years, so either for some it's crisis lost or it is crisis gain. When I say crisis gain and loss means the opportunity which the crisis provide, people lose this amazing opportunity. And UAE has shown how they could manage this opportunity, and they became one of the first countries to open up the skies and to get the people. Friends, we live in UAE, which is really, I call, a miraculous country. And Dubai, absolutely a magical city. As you all know, Dubai is not a place which has huge reserve of oil or petrochemical. It is essentially desert. But the way it has come up and shown, SHONE, shown as the best city in the world, safe, harmonious, business-oriented, business welcome. So we are living a miracle and we are living an experience. So we all need to learn really out of this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Paras. Thank you very much. Mr. Muhammad, anything else?
I would like to just take everybody different in a different direction. I think when we talk about India and UAE, we talk about a lot of things. When we go back about the Bollywood, we talk about the food. I have a dialogue which is I've used to keep it always in my mind, and that I implement it in my life. They said, "Ye dunya mein jo bhi hota hai ho jane do, khushi ka mauka apne haathon se na jane do."
Oh.
So when we talk about the language, I mean, we are really, really love this language. We grow up on these movies, Bollywood. We grow up on biryani. We grow up on these kind of foods. We grow up with our brothers and sisters here, business, who really contribute in this country. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, is there anything you'd like to add?
I think they have said many things. But what I would like to say is that long time ago, we used to do business out of from India to here. Then we started to do a lot of work here. Now it's about time for the business people to do business from here to India, to rebuild some of the India. A lot of Indians has built a lot of infrastructure here. Why this cannot be done with the knowledge and the expertise that we gain? We can, as a token of appreciation, is to transfer this knowledge and know-how back again to India. India is a great civilization, but there is no harm in learning from others. I remember Sheikh Mohammed, he went to Singapore, he went to Malaysia, he went to Korea, to Japan, to learn from the other people's experience and bring it here. So there is no harm in learning what is good practice here that could be transferred to India. The population is there, but that could be, there should be another solution for India. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And in closing, I'd like to share with you something that I heard, which has remained in my mind for many, many years. There were 3 people who were traveling by boat, and they drowned. When they came out on the other side, they found an angel, and they said, I can grant you your wishes. So the first one was from India. He says, what's your wish? He said, I'd like to go back to my country. And he's gone. Then another person was from Pakistan, and he says, what do you want? He says, I want to go back to my country. I just got drowned. Gone. Then the UAE national, he says, what is your wish? He says, bring my friends back. So this is what the close tie is between the Indians and the Pakistanis and all other nationalities with the UAE national. Thank you very much. It's been a great honor to be part of this panel. Very esteemed audience that you have, and the great panelists. Thank you very much.
What a wondrous panel discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to please request all of you to step forward for a group photo op, please. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, they deserve a loud round of applause. Maybe please give it up for them. Humble thanks to all of you for being here with us. And absolutely wonderfully moderated by Mr. Abbas Ali Mirza. And our panelists, our esteemed dignitaries. And our distinguished panelists, His Excellency Isa Al Gur-Air, Mr. Muhammad Al Ali, Mr. Paras Shehdat Puri, Mr. Dilip Shenoy, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, to each and every one of them, humble thanks to you. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us as we truly thank the humble presence of His Highness Ubaid Al Maktoum Sir. Truly an honor to have your humble presence here, sir. And His Excellency Yaqub Ali sir. We're truly honored by your amazing presence, dear sirs. Moving ahead, it's time for us, ladies and gentlemen, to invite the founder and CEO Kasha, Mr. Kumar Gaurav. I'm going to request him to kindly be here with us and share with us some insights of his business entrepreneurship for excelling in his endeavor, and at the same time about the India UAE Partnership Summit. Kumar Gaurav is a very, very popular name in our country, India, ladies and gentlemen. So let's invite our hero, Mr. Kumar Gaurav. A very good evening to you, Kumar.
We give some time to settle down, everyone. I don't know about every one of you. I'm very hungry. I'm sure everyone does, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd also like to thank our very lovely panelist, the lady who's been here with us on stage and shared with us her wondrous experience of India and UAE. A humble thanks to Her Excellency, Miss Leila Rahal Al-Atfani. Thank you, Miss Leila, and that's a very popular name. At the same time, when we think of Leila, it's beauty personification. And you are so beautiful, Your Excellency. Thank you to Her Excellency as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we also have a set of appreciation awards right after a couple of minutes. I'm going to request you all to kindly take your seats as we request the founder and CEO of Kasha, Mr. Kumar Gaurav, to address everyone this evening.
we need to give them time to settle down. Yeah. Okay, ask them to sit down. Oh, no, it's okay. I can do it. Yo, you want to host? I think I need a job. Okay. So Meru is here to moderate us, huh? Oh, yeah, you are always, no, just 2 minutes presentation, yeah.
Okay, guys, can we just settle down 2 seconds with the photographs? A little bit respect for the sponsor of tonight, to thank him, Kumar Gaurav, good friend of mine. Those who want a banking account, if you're in the crypto business, look up Kasha. That's a plug for you. All right, let's take a seat, please. Thank you. Let's take a seat.
Okay, guys.
All right, Kumar, just 2 minutes, guys. Just settle down for 2 minutes. I'll make sure he doesn't talk too much. He can't talk too much, but we'll make sure it's less, all right? Please, ladies and gentlemen, your excellencies, there's lots of time for photographs.
Okay, guys, I'm getting very hungry, so I have to finish this quickly and then we move on. So, as Kasha, we are a banking platform and we mostly associated with crypto, and the reason is because we started in 2016 as a money transfer platform. But over the time, we realized that especially the crypto industry having a lot of banking problems. So by 2019, we converted ourselves as a banking platform. Definitely, it was pure business to business. So we are not very consumer-focused product. However, for our work in industry, we did got various awards. But after this, once the 2021 bull started, by 2021, we became one of the biggest banking platform who are banking the crypto industry. And that's what our association with crypto. You name anyone in the industry, more than 250 crypto brands, today they are banking with us, which makes us one of the largest community in banking, which is giving accounts to the crypto industry. So if we just talk about our numbers, in this bull run, we crossed our AUM over $2 billion with more than 250 crypto companies. And that's what makes Kasha relevant in the crypto industry. How we are relevant for India? What happened?
Thank you. Thank you, Kumar Gaurav. I really want to know more about crypto and the way you've gone in the jet speed. We definitely would like to know more about this. It's a humble request to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, may I please request you all to kindly take your seats, because today this magnificent celebration was brought to us by Kasha, and it's time for us to welcome our CEO, Mr. Kumar Gaurav. So may I please request you all to kindly take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Humble thanks to all of you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so going forward, what we are doing here in India UAE Partnership Summit. So the question is, because we are a global brand, mostly B2B, banking the crypto businesses around the world. In India, in 2021, we decided to go with the mass products. So taking our products, which were built mostly for the brands which are in crypto industry, we decided to release personal accounts. And in 2021, we did that, a small experiment in India, in New Delhi and Jaipur, 2 states. Those 2 experiments for us became very big, especially after, in 2020, especially people who are from India know, in 2020, Honorable Supreme Court of India have given a verdict against Reserve Bank of India for Bitcoin. And that's what we capitalized on that, and we said, I think it's the right time that we introduce a regulated banking system which also understand cryptocurrencies to the masses in India. And that's what we brought our relation from the India side. We launched a brand called Unicash in India. It's not like Cash, our traditional business, which is complete B2B. We are not B2B in India, we are B2C. And our mission is to onboard billions people in India. And that's why we partnered with local banks and regulated institutions in India to build this. And to understand the nerve of the industry, especially in India, we went with two models. Being in one of the industry which is highly, you can say, digital, because crypto is digital, we also decided to introduce physical branches in India which can create awareness about crypto, especially this was in India. We opened 3 branches on an experiment in Delhi and Rajasthan. There are 15 under construction, and by next quarter, we are planning to open 25 locations. So that's our business for India. Given now pandemic hit every one of us, and Dubai sounds a lovely place to live, at least for us. So I was living in Monte Carlo for a long time, and when pandemic hit, I didn't know where to go in this world. And I look at the Dubai, and I was like, I think this is the place where I think people is going to move it. And now because we are here, we are not here as a company, but we personally moved some of our senior management and myself. I think soon we're going to work with the regulators here to start crypto-friendly banking in UAE. Thank you so much. I think now we can go to eat, right? Can I go? Okay, so I will invite, where is our host? Okay. So we will invite Dr. VP. Okay, so let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know we can't resist ourselves because we've been meeting each other after 21 months, you see. So let us all thank Kumar Gaurav for organizing this very magnificent celebration of India, UAE, ladies and gentlemen, and the Business Leadership Awards. A humble thanks to Vertex Events, to Diya India Changing Lives, our event partner to Bharat Mahotsav, the Festival of One India, and it gives us great pleasure to welcome our living legend, Vedic Sir, to address everyone. I know, ladies and gentlemen, we are excited to meet and greet and celebrate and exchange notes live for a change, not on a telephonic call. But it's a humble request to you to please be seated for the next few minutes, super few minutes, and I promise. It's a humble request to all of you to kindly take your seats. Thank you very much. Sir?
Friends, brothers and sisters, it is really very illuminating that such beautiful people, such wise people, such efficient people are all gathered here for talking about Indo-UAE relationship. As Sheikh Nahan has put it, the relationship between India and UAE are unique. India doesn't have this kind of relationship with any country in the world. UAE is the only country with which India has a unique bond, and the unique bond has very different character. We have relations with almost 150 countries of the world. But UAE, compared to India, seems a small country. But I never call UAE a small country. I always call UAE as a younger country. In my view, UAE is younger India. It's not smaller than India. It is younger than India. It is India's true copy. When I come to UAE, I feel I have come to a younger India. People are more young, people are more energetic, people are more tolerant, people are more liberal, people are more thoughtful, people are more cooperative. Nowhere in the world I have seen this kind of relationship between two countries. I have traveled to almost 80 countries of the world. And believe me, during the last 55 years or 60 years, I have never experienced this kind of relationship anywhere in the world. Why this kind of relationship is developing in UAE and how will it affect the Islamic countries? The argument is very simple. You see, the kind of tolerance, the kind of accessibility to all kinds of people in UAE is available is very ideal for entire South Asia, for entire Central Asia, for entire Western Asia. Not only for the Islamic countries, but even for the European countries, the model that has been presented by UAE is to be adored. It should be imitated. It should be lionized. It should be practiced almost in all these countries. So I believe that economic relations are very important, but the spiritual relationship, the moral relationship, which both countries have built, is unique. It is tremendous. And why this relationship is growing? The argument is very simple. Perhaps the people in UAE don't try to delve into the secrets of this relationship. Today, only a few people are listening to me, but I would reveal that secret. The secret lies not in UAE. I would reveal that secret. The secret doesn't live between India and UAE. It is UAE's secret which has culminated into this relationship. What is that secret? Have you ever heard anywhere in the world that 7 countries live together like a family? 7 countries in UAE live like a single family. There is no dispute. There are no riots. There is no violence. It's a large family. So India has become the 8th brother in the family of 7 brothers. That is why 30% of the population here is Indian. And Indians, when they come here, they never feel that they are in a foreign country. You see, this is the amazing fact. No Indian, when he comes to UAE, feels that I am in a foreign country. UAE is as good as Nepal, as good as Bhutan, as good as our own South Asian countries. We are one family. And what I am trying to do by myself, I have a vision of greater South Asia. People used to say, we should build Akhand Bharat. You know, my idea of Akhand Bharat is much larger. I used to tell the great thinkers 60 years ago, 65 years ago, that we should have a Brihattar Bharat, not Akhand Bharat. Akhand Bharat is partial Bharat. Akhand Bharat is a smaller Bharat. It's only Pakistan and Bangladesh. But when I say larger India, it means only not South Asia, but also Central Asia, also UAE, also Mauritius. All these 17 countries, they make Brihattar India. From Arakan to Khurasan. What is Arakan? Arakan is Burma, Myanmar, and Khurasan is Iran, and Central Asia and this Maldives. All these countries make a huge family. So this conference has today given us an opportunity to think about that big dream. That dream is coming up. We have set up an institution called People's Sark. Soon we'll be working, and our Dia Foundation, which has done a tremendous work. It is such a remarkable work. I don't find any other institution anywhere which is working like our Dia Foundation. Dia Foundation has cured more than 500 children. Their heart problems were solved by our Dr. Manchanda ji. Dr. Manchanda is like a saint among the doctors. I don't find this kind of exalted human being. He is a saintly doctor. The doctors are known for making a lot of money, but his interest is not to make money, but to make good human beings, healthy human beings, serve the human beings. So Dia Foundation and our People's Sark, they have the same objective, serving of the people, serving to the people. And I am very glad that so many gentlemen, so many members of elite have organized, they have organized such a beautiful program, and all of you have come here. I appreciate all of you, I thank all of you, and I thank the organizers and all the people. I wish you all the best, and I also wish very well to these younger people. You see, these younger people are so enthusiastic, they are supporting this effort, and I believe all the other rich people, well-to-do people would come forward to support all these projects. It's a real spiritual work, it's a real religious work, it's really divine work. I wish you the best. Thank you very much. Namaste.
A humble thanks to you, and I truly appreciate the applause. Ladies and gentlemen, he's given us the mantra that what is the success between the tie of India and UAE for so many successful years. So may I please request you to kindly be here with us for some felicitations, as I also request Mr. Kumar Gaurav to join our living legend here to present a few appreciation awards. Thank you very much at first for being here with us, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a very, very special evening where we've all learned the values of humanitarianism, at the same time realize that we're all spiritual souls going through this beautiful human experience. We are here to felicitate the lovely, magnificent lady who spoke amazingly well between the ties with India and UAE, at the same time her very lovely experience. It's time for us, ladies and gentlemen, to continue the celebration as we all put our hands together for the President and Founder of Business Gate, Her Excellency, Miss Leila Rahal Al-Atfani, the very gorgeous and magnificent lady. May we all put our hands together for Her Excellency. We'll come ahead of the table for the photo op, ahead of the table. Can we have some great celebration music? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Those smiles intact and your hands together if you're busy on your mobile phone. With the photographs and the videograph, you can cheer, celebrate, and of course, put your hands together for Her Excellency, Miss Leila Rahal Al-Atfani. Heartfelt congratulations to you, and let me tell you, every word that you spoke as a panelist has touched our hearts. Right from food to the festival to the joint collaboration in every endeavor of UAE and India has been a true spirit of celebration. We truly thank Your Excellency, President and Founder, Business Gate. Your Excellency, Miss Leila Rahal Al-Atfani, the gorgeous and the magnificent woman of substance. Thank you, ma'am. I love that. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for the applause. She's beautiful inside out, and if you haven't met Her Excellency Miss Leila, then this is the right time for you. Please do interact with them after 2 minutes because the celebration is still on. May we please now invite the Managing Director of Deloitte Middle East LP, Mr. Abbas Ali Mirza. Heartfelt congratulations to Mr. Abbas Ali Mirza. May we also kindly put our hands together as we present the Appreciation Award to Mr. Syed Abbas Manazir, the General Manager of Infobond Consultancy. Congratulations to Mr. Syed Abbas Manazir. Thank you, sir. Both the gentlemen kindly join us here on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, our humble thanks to Yala TV as our media partner. Thank you very much to Ms. Barbie Barbinoke, our CEO and founder. Thank you to Yala TV, our media partner, for being here with us. The celebration brought to you by Kasha here at the India UAE Partnership Summit and Business Leadership Awards. May we please also invite Mr. Abbas Ali Mirza, a special appreciation award which goes to Mr. Abbas Ali Mirza. Ladies and gentlemen, for a group photo op, may we please kindly request Mr. Mustafa, the CEO of Prince Hamdan's private office, to kindly join us here on stage. Mr. Mustafa, Dr. S.C. Manchanda to kindly be with us here on stage. Dr. S.C. Manchanda, sir, for all the great, fabulous humanitarian work done by you and your organization. May we please have the entire team, the crew, for organizing such a brilliant event today. With folded hands, we welcome Dr. S.C. Manchanda, ladies and gentlemen. May we please invite Miss Simi with us here. Miss Simi, Mr. Vineet, Mr. Neeraj, Mr. Nadeem Zaidi, Maya Taraf. Can we please have you here? And our very lovely, let's put our hands together one more time for Yala TV. Miss Barbie Barbinoke, the CEO and founder, for joining us here with us. I'm going to request you all, please join us here. Miss Barbie Barbinoke, our CEO and founder, please join us here for a group photo op. Thank you very much to Yala TV. And we are all live here. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, I'm coming. We're all live on Vertex Events. My humble thanks to Pushkinagha, sir, for this wondrous invite. My name is Simran Ahuja, and I'd love to thank my brilliant audience. I know we couldn't resist ourselves interacting with each other, but right now, let's smile. Ladies and gentlemen, it felt absolutely fabulous as we're all dining together already. Please join us for a lavish spread of dinner. It's time for us to relish every second of meeting all our loved ones and being one. The beautiful collaboration, association, the uniqueness of India and UAE being one. Tonight was the night. I thank each and every one of you for your lovely presence. Keep those smiles intact. Wishing you all the very best for your future endeavors. And let's make sure that we're all the best version of ourselves. Allah Hafiz. Take care. God bless. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Can we have some music as we enjoy dining together and celebrating still yet another precious moment. Humble thanks to all our dignitaries and each and every one of you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I like the music. Let it move on. Please feel free to have your photo ops and do remember to hashtag us. Hashtag Vertex Events. Please do hashtag Kasha. Thank you. This is Simran Ahuja signing off and still sharing smiles with all you guys.
Welcome to a truly
Allah
urban
Hafiz.
experience by enabling your property to be digitally intelligent. Property and community managers wear many hats. From functioning a large facility to satisfying all of their community needs, there is a lot to be managed. If you're looking for comprehensive, enterprise-grade, futuristic yet easy-to-use property management software at affordable price, then look no further. PAP is a mobile and web-based end-to-end residential and community management software that takes care of your property and community management needs with a data-driven tech solution. all while reducing costs and improving compliance with legal requirements. Instead of using multiple tools to manage properties, PAP provides a one-stop plug-and-play platform which acts as the digital version of your property to seamlessly and effectively manage the property and the needs of every stakeholder. PAP's comprehensive smart platform ensures that every property's services, operations, security and management run at the optimum best by saving time, maximizing revenue, enhancing experiences as well as multiplying efficiency, better tenant retention and providing data-driven actionable insights. PAP for occupants has